called hemisection because you are seeing only half of this thing, alright? Half of this thing. And what else you can see? You can see one covering over there, and already you know most probably this is the pia mater we are talking about, alright? This is the innermost layer of the meninges, is holding or covering the brain and spinal cord. It follows the sulci, these elevated areas, or the gyri, those areas in the deep, it goes deep, something like that, okay? And also you can name the areas of the brain, I mean the lobes of the brain, as because you know that the bones are having the same name, or the lobes are having the same name as the bones. So this is the frontal lobe, this part is the parietal lobe, this is the temporal lobe, and this is the occipital lobe. 4 lobes are there. And what are the regions of the brain? You know that this is called the cerebrum as a whole, this is the cerebellum, and this part basically is the diencephalon. It's also from the forebrain, but this part is the diencephalon, while we have got the thalamus right here, hypothalamus right below that, and we should have the pituitary gland right here. They have got the pituitary gland, you don't, but pituitary gland should be right here. And we have got the pineal gland somewhere here, but I'm not going to ask you any question about that. This part, this particular part, this part is called the midbrain. Midbrain is very important because you know that almost like 5 cranial nerves are attached to the midbrain. Also, it is the pathway to be connected with the cerebral cortex and to be connected with the rest of the body. So this is one, you can say, or should I say, bundle of neurons are there connecting both you and your body, alright? And then you know that just below that region, the midbrain region, you got the pons, which is connected to the cerebellum, and below the pons, this part, this is the pons, this part is the medulla oblongata, and just below the medulla oblongata, or you can say medulla oblongata continues as the spinal cord, alright? So this is all about the brain itself. Now let's see 2 more things. One is this is the olfactory nerve, alright? Just simply say olfactory nerve. I'm going to ask you which one is the bulb or the nerve root or something like that. I'm not going to ask you about those questions. Just simply this is the olfactory nerve, and this is the optic nerve, alright? This is the optic nerve. And the part where we just cut is because you know that even though the brain is having 2 hemispheres, but deep down they are having the communication. So this is the corpus callosum, where we have got the communication. Alright, corpus callosum, the commissural fibers are there. And you can also see some hole, and that is the cavity, and that is the ventricle. So what we are going to do now, we are cutting it open. We will make one deep cut through this line. Don't go up to this, open it like a book, alright? Keep those things attached. And now I'm going to show you the inside stuff, alright?